The whole idea of the Infiniti 2011 QX is that it's supposed to feel like a Learjet once you step into it. Do you feel like it feels like a Learjet so far?
It's really comfortable.
Yeah, those seats are big. It's like first class Learjet.
Yeah, I mean, I went and sat in the back seats, and you're equally as comfortable.
Right.
We've turned up all aspects of it: design, technology, and performance. So you start with the design on the exterior. It's just a completely new, I would say almost revolutionary design. But you step in and you get that take your breath away kind of moment. So we really tuned up the design. And then on the performance, we actually increased the horsepower by 80 on the truck. So we're at 400 horsepower. But at the same time, we went and got a better fuel economy. So we increased the fuel economy by 2 miles per gallon. And then beyond that technology, well, it's absolutely loaded to with technology.
The round view monitor system. So you can use this for parking, for maneuvering in tight locations, but basically if you put in here, you start to see some of the different cameras. For example, right now on the left-hand side, we're seeing a camera that's showing us directly in front. So if you're pulling into a parking space with a wall, you can see how close you're actually getting to that wall. We also have sensors as well. Then off to the right, you see this kind of top-down view. Here are the cameras under the mirror.
Okay.
They're right here.
All right.
And then you have camera. Here's the front camera right here.
And it's kind of hidden, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the logo.
And then the rear camera.
It just pieces it all together.
Yeah, exactly. And the rear camera is actually right here. And if we put it into here, you'll see basically essentially the view of the car. And if you were to pull into a parking spot, you could actually see the lanes of the parking slot. So you can actually line yourself up with the lines perfectly. What we're also seeing here is the rear camera now, not the front camera. And we can toggle back and forth. For example, this is showing a 150-degree angle off the back of the vehicle. Say you were backing out of a parking space and you wanted to slowly back up and you want to see if something was coming on either side of traffic, you'd hit wide angle and all of a sudden it's 180 degrees. So you can see anything coming out from either side as you back out of
On the
vehicle.
back end of the 180.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really something.
And then the other neat thing is what we call the side camera, which is now on the right, which is if you're parking, parallel parking, and you have a curb. You know, a lot of times people will either be too far from the curb or they'll be so far up to the curb that basically will be scraping the wheels. We have the ability now to actually look at that. It's using a camera on the mirror to see how close you are to the curb itself. So I can turn the wheel, and as you can see, it has lines that tells me how far maximum the tire is, you know, in terms of its turning radius.
That's
so
amazing.
I can tell whether I'm going to hit the curb or not hit the curb by lining the curb up with that yellow line.
When will we see this on the market, and around what will it cost?
July of this year, 2010, about $56,000 to start with. The nice thing is the price of the car, the truck, is exactly the same as it was of our previous version. So despite the fact that we're going to give you a whole lot more safety, design, performance, technology, it's going to be the exact same price.
Do you actually refer to it as a truck or SUV? I mean, how do you describe it?
This is a truck. This is really a truck. And when I say truck, SUVs are trucks as well, but this is a body on frame. So, you know, you have a full rigid frame under there. And the reason we had to do that was because this vehicle has to pull trailers. This is a vehicle where you'll find somebody's got horses that they're outing on, or a motorhome, or a boat. It's for toys, okay, frankly. And so we've equipped it to pull up to 8,500 pounds, and so it truly has a truck frame underneath.
So when this light goes on, it means someone is in our blind spot.
Yeah.
That light right there is indicating someone was in our blind spot, then it goes off. And if you were to try to pull over in that period of time, or change lanes, the car would actually jerk you back into it.
Right.
Lane departure warning and prevention, right. We have two systems. One is a system down here which you can turn on. It uses a camera that's located up here. Basically it is looking for following the line in the road, and if you start to go at an angle, looks like you're going to go over that line, it basically will beep you and warn you to come back. But we've decided to take one step further. What we're using is what we call lane departure prevention, which you can decide to turn on or off. And what it does is uses essentially the VDC system, the stability control system, to basically gently, if you start going over that line, to gently pull you back into the right lane of traffic again. It's not, you can steer through it. It's not like it's very intrusive or anything, but it just gives you a little nudge and pulls you back.
Motherproof.com, what do you think of this car?
Well, my first impressions are positive. I think I need to wait until I can actually get my family in the car and get the kids' perspective. But so far I like it. It has plenty of room, easy to get in and out of, you know, for young kids and older people as well.
And what's your favorite thing that I mean, what stood out most to you?
This is kind of a funny one, but I love the heated steering wheel, especially in Colorado in winter. You turn that button on and all of a sudden it feels like you have your hands wrapped around a cup of hot cocoa. It's good stuff.